Man, we wanted to come on and hang out with you guys with my new shirt. On a Thanksgiving Day special. Hold on, let me get you situated here. You guys aren't already eating that turkey yet, are you? It really brings out the color of my eyes.
It sure does. Look at it. You do. Your eyes are the same color now with your shirt.
All right, make sure your volume's down.
Okay.
We gotta wait for everyone to show up now. Oh my gosh, man, 21, 21, 22. Can I get 23, 24, 25? Can I get a 25, 26, 28, 28, 27? Love you back, Caroline. Man, that's why we're on here on Thanksgiving, because y'all are like family. And we want to spend some time with you guys before we go over to our new baby granddaughters. Yeah, you guys, I constantly am thinking about you guys. And I was like, man, we should do a live show real quick today and hang out with everybody real quick before we have our Thanksgiving and stuff. Because we want to give thanks
to you.
To the Homestead homies.
That's right. Okay.
A lot of you guys write us and you tell us and you send us emails. And when we see you in person, you talk about how you've changed our life. And, oh, you did this. And we did this because of you guys. And we're better off for it. And we're better off for you guys. Because you guys are here and you're hanging out with us. It has helped our journey on this off-grid life. So we just want to say thanks.
For sure. We're people. Yeah, I love it. There's some people from everywhere.
People from all around the world today on a Thanksgiving holiday. Give thanks.
Pretty good. You have a good voice.
It is pretty good, isn't it? My choir teacher said, Doug, you have a really good voice.
We need to send you and put you on The Voice.
No. Florida is here.
There's a lot of people from
Phoenix,
Florida.
Arizona, Minnesota, Las Vegas in the house.
UK, there's Sam. Georgia. Happy Prime Rib Day, y'all.
So basically, we're just going to hang out a little bit with you guys and answer questions. If you guys want to talk about what's the healthiest stuff to eat on your Thanksgiving
or to fix
today.
Things that are healthier that could be worse at high in sugar.
Or if you're
good.
If you're going through the buffet line at your Thanksgiving today, like Doug and Stacy will be like, don't get that. Don't get that. Get that. Hey, Missouri. Oh, by the way, you guys, seriously, all business serious. Homesteading Life Conference, the conference that Stacy and I host every year, is about, we have like 30 or 40 tickets left. Just a few more of those riverboat cruises tickets. So if you guys were thinking about coming to Hannibal, Missouri and hanging out with us, you should get your tickets right now. I think, honestly, we're going to sell out before the end of this year for 2023. I've never done that before. And then Stacy and I will have some other cool things coming up for you guys, about our itinerary and places that we're going to see you guys out and about in 2023. Also, if you're new to our channel, maybe you just clicked on this video because you saw it was a Thanksgiving Day special and you like the color of my shirt. My wife and I, we live in a log cabin off-grid, and we basically live 100% off rainwater. We grow 90% of our own food, and right now you're catching us in our Airstream that we bought so we can travel around the country and so we can spend time with our grandkids before they introduce some things that are going to cramp your style in America. And trust me, it's coming. And I'm going to have a video coming out real soon, maybe tomorrow, about what is going to be happening in our country, okay? And this is for real deal. Like, you guys are distracted with a lot of stuff. They're steady going, right? So they're meeting right now at a big meeting, and they're talking about all the same stuff, the WHO and the folks over there. And we better watch out, or we're going to get in trouble. Yeah.
So now we are talking about Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Do you guys want to know a trivia?
Yeah, let's have some trivia.
I was looking in Connecticut, Colchester, Connecticut, I think it is, in the early 1700s. They canceled Thanksgiving because the river froze and they couldn't get the wonderful sugar to make their pumpkin pies.
Is that right?
They needed their pumpkin pies, so they canceled Thanksgiving for a week until the sugar could make it to make their pies. Isn't that interesting?
Just think about that. Sugar, salt, those things were high commodity items.
So start collecting them now because it may go back to that time. You know, you never know.
And what kind of sugar should they get if they get some sugar, Stace?
You guys all know the answer to that.
Beet sugar.
Not beet sugar. You're going to do white refined sugar and make sure it's cane sugar, or definitely the least processed sugar, like a sucanate SUCANAT, sugarcane natural, or the turbinado is a little more processed, but I like the sucanat the best, or
Stevia?
honey, or maple syrup, or your good choices.
You like stevia?
Stevia is a good choice.
And
If
if
it's
you-
green stevia, for a lot of you guys that can't have the sugar, because of your insulin levels, so that could work too.
So if you get the stevia, what don't you want in it?
Maltodextrin.
Right. So you guys read your labels. When you get your stevia, it should just say like 2 things.
Stevia leaf.
That's it.
Or if it's like stevia, if it's like extract,
Extract.
then it should be alcohol with the stevia leaf. You don't want to get all this other stuff in there.
So if it
So read
says,
your labels, because everything is different.
So if your stevia says
Stevia leaf.
no,
You want green stevia is really, you can order it online or grow it yourself. I always say the green stevia is the best, but they'll put different fillers in it, different things. And the maltodextrin is one that you don't want in it, because a lot of the packets that say stevia, and they look like stevia natural, they'll put some of that stuff in there. So just make sure the green stevia, is going to probably be your best choice if you can get it.
yeah. Always with the ingredients on anything you guys are picking up and you're thinking about getting, the smaller the paragraph, the better. Right. Red wine pick. Red wine.
Oh, red wine. Someone wants to know what kind of
So
wine?
close to me. Yeah.
You guys all need to be celebrating and using your apple brandy, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not ready yet.
Yeah, some people have been making it for years, but this is a good time of year to
do you
use
have
apple brandy.
a red wine that you like? We don't really.
Do you know what? A lot of people are affected by the sulfates from wine. You know how a lot of you feel terrible after you drink wine, or you just have a headache, or you just feel terrible? A lot of it's from the sulfates. So if you can find a lot of these wines, they do make some biodynamic wines. A lot of these wines, organic wines that are sulfate free, you maybe look for those. Because I found, I used to drink red wine. I don't anymore, but I found, because I was really sensitive to that, and that really helped me a lot. But actually, we're living in Missouri, and Missouri has some wonderful wineries. And there's a really good wine, if you can get it around, it's St. James Winery. They have some really good red wines too. So.
And also, I think we should take some time out to thank God, right? To thank Yahweh, Yod He Vav He, for all the blessings in our life and this ability to connect. Look at us. We're getting our little tribe together, 1 million people, feeling the same way, trying to do the same thing. So blessed be.
Yep.
Thank you, Father, for all these blessings that you're bestowing on our life, right? Too much of no blessings from God. We are so thankful for these blessings that we are enjoying from God, because when you are obedient, and it says, like, if you walk in his ways, right, you're going to have all these blessings, and that's all there is to it. No extra special nothings.
And the thing is,
thank you.
What you're saying, for sure, all of us are a bunch of energetic beings. We talk about the power of prayer and all of our thoughts and everything. It's so cool how we're all in the same mindset and all of us together. And if we just keep, doing and thinking the same way, good things happen.
We're going to mess them up.
Yeah.
We're going to mess them up. You just keep hanging with us. We're going to mess them up. Drink water. It's free so far. Yeah, but don't drink public water, right? Because it's got fluoride and chloride and chlorine. And it's dumbing you down. It's keeping you slow. So get some filtered water, get some spring water, get some good clean water. And that really will go a long way for your health and your skin and everything. It's amazing. Blessed in the name of Yah the Most High. That's right. That's right. Are there any websites for purchasing off-grid land? No, because every area is different. There's different criteria you may have and everything. You just got to do your homework and just look for land. That's all you have to do. There's no off-grid land. Just look for land. And I have a 7 steps booklet you could get if you wanted to. And it just talks about some of the things you should look for if you want to live off-grid. The first 7 things you should consider. It's a small little read on offgridwithdougandstacy.com.
And then, I don't know, is it TVCHE210? She says, my husband hates to go grocery shopping with me because I read just about everything.
That's good. Keep them at home.
Terrible. I know. I can't. I take forever. And if you guys want to know, it's so funny. I would prefer going to the grocery store. I could spend hours just going through the grocery store, looking at the new things. I like to read the labels to find out, because sometimes they are getting better with some of these healthier options when you go to the store. And I just have the best time when I go shopping. But he's
she does.
Yeah. He'll come like, I'll say, I'll be right back. And he'll come running and trying to find me in the store. But
I don't run trying to find her. I just be waiting outside.
Well, you came in when we were getting the stuff because I'm making Thanksgiving and we're taking it to our sons.
Yeah.
And then
we dragged all this farm raised food all the way from
I know. We
Homestead.
came earlier in the week. I brought our lamb chops, and then I brought some of our potatoes and greens and stuff. It was so funny from the farm. So they had a farm fresh meal. And then,
hey Shannon, the universities, I'll be working on those when we get home. We've been just so busy, but we are going to have the off-grid university and the Homestead University fired up. I'm going to work on them through the wintertime, and it's going to be some great resource for you guys. And I hope you guys find value in it. But those are coming up pretty soon too. If you get that booklet or the Homestead booklet, it'll have the link in there and everything. And you just got to kind of be patient. I'm trying to chew on this stuff as fast as I can. But now, we got this first grandbaby from our youngest son, and Thanksgiving, and then we did the speaking stuff, and then Stacy did the woman's retreat, and then I got my new shirt. Do you guys like it?
he looks good in those, and he's like, "Oh, it's so bright." I'm like, "You need to wear them." Yeah. So I think they're pretty.
Man, thanks for catching us live, Tess C374. And we just wanted to hang out with you guys, right? Like, we're very conscious of the other side of the camera. And so we wanted to just spend some time with you guys and say thanks a lot for all the blessings that you're instilling in our life just by hanging out with us, right? Even if you don't do anything else, just by watching the videos and sharing with your friends, you're totally blessing our life. And we thank you for that.
Yes, definitely. It is so, so true.
Hi from Dublin. Now, if you watch the videos and you cut them off before they're over and you don't thumbs up them, then you're not blessing us so much.
What did you eat today? Darlene, we haven't eaten yet. So
I did. I got up early. I'm a breakfast guy, so I had some French toast, 4 eggs over easy, and my chocolate tea.
And today I'm fasting until I have my meal. So this is what I have planned for our meal. A good turkey, organic turkey, of course, right? Of course,
good organic turkey.
And then I'm making Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
And I just go ahead and I'm getting them all ready.
Oh.
And I just use ghee all over them with
Ghee
some
all over
good
'em.
Redmond, the coarse
Redmond
salt.
Off good
And
with
I
that,
roast
Stacy.
them in the oven, and they're wonderful. So I'm having Brussels sprouts. I'm making a salad that has some blueberries and fresh little mandarin oranges in it, and some almonds, and my maple syrup and olive oil and vinegar dressing, and feta cheese in it, and some red onions. I think that's my salad. I make something kind of light, and then we're having stuffing with sourdough breadcrumbs. And what else am I making? Oh, I made Armenian rice pilaf.
Pilaf.
If you have my
She hasn't made that in such a long time.
I haven't made it in a while. I used to make it all the
I'm
time.
all excited about
So
it.
I made my Armenian rice pilaf for my grandma.
When we first got married, she used to make the Armenian rice pilaf all the time, and now we haven't had it in a long ages.
Oh, you guys want to hear a funny story? So I thought, when we first started dating, he had me over and he made dinner one night.
Oh my gosh, are you on and on with this?
Yeah, and I thought, oh, what a great guy. He cooks and all that, and he cooked me this wonderful meal.
And I did.
One time.
Okay, so you guys got to know the story, right? When I met Stacy, I was a single dad. I had full custody of all 3 of my kids, right? So I had my daughter was the oldest. Man, she was like 7, 8. And Dylan is my middle, so he's like 6. And then Grant was like 2. Okay, and I had full custody of them all the time. And then I met Stacy, and so I was like courting her and stuff. And I was trying to show her, like, I got it going on, I know how to cook some food. I got a house here I'm holding down the house here. You know what I mean? I'm a working man, right? I got a Harley. That was it. Wasn't it? She married me. We got married in 90 days. I met her in October, and we got married in December in the same year. And I did cook that meal for her, and she's cooked every meal after.
That's true, see? Okay. Let's see. What else are people talking about? Oh, so homegrown turkey, homegrown
green beans, corn, homemade canned cranberries. It's amazing what you guys can do.
What else? Okay. If you guys haven't made your Thanksgiving, or you want another wonderful, wonderful recipe, it's so good. It's like, get fresh organic cranberries, and then you just put a little water in a pan, and you're going to boil them up so they start popping, and then you can go ahead and I put sucanat in it, the sugarcane natural. And then you can also get like you can get some natural like orange marmalades that don't hardly have any sugar in them. And then if you want, that's an easy way of doing it. Otherwise, you could just get a bunch of oranges and you can cut up some oranges, you know, put the zest in there and then put the whole orange and squish them all up in there and put some cinnamon and some maple syrup. And it's so good and it gels up and it's the best cranberry sauce.
When I saw Stacy for the first time, I swear I went up to her and I said, listen.
Cheesy line.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
You did.
Because I'm like, I'm your husband. We're supposed to be together. I just knew. I knew. I'm telling y'all, man. I knew. I'm just telling you. And man, we've been together like we're like old souls. Like that's how good we're together. Like it feels like we've been married for 100 years, and it's only been 3.
Oh, Jim beat you. He says it
23.
took him 3 days to marry his wife.
Oh, don't be trying to upstage my stuff. Gosh. That was pretty fast, though.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, here's something else. The sweet potato, if you guys don't want to, if you like sweet potatoes, this is what we're doing today. We're going ahead and we have the big from the farm. I brought our sweet potatoes. So all I'm doing is I got the big ones and I'm going to bake those and then let them get real soft and then serve them with some ghee and some sucanut to put on top of it. And then kind of cheat that way instead of putting all the marshmallows and all that sugar stuff on it.
Yeah. You making moonshine today, are you?
Oh, Danielle, she's roasting a goose. That sounds good.
Wow.
I always remember, did you ever guys watch it was in black and white, the Scrooge movie?
The old one.
The old Scrooge one.
Huh?
Yeah, Scrooge. I just remember little boy, you know, Tom, what's his name? Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim.
You know, they're out there shopping and they were all getting the goose but that was for Christmas.
I'm stuck working today. Hey, you're lucky to have a job, right? Be thankful for that job. That job's helping you put food on the table, and hopefully it's helping you advance to your dreams and goals of off-grid or homesteading, so then you don't have to work that job. Or maybe it's providing you just enough income you can get a side hustle going, and that side hustle could turn into your main hustle. So you work on yourself more than you work on your job, but you use your job as the springboard. I've springboarded quite a bit. I've never really had a lot of jobs because I've always worked for myself as a young man. You know, since I left home at 16, I probably only worked for people, you know, this many, maybe 8 times, 5 times.
So Frank wants to know,
hi Frank,
if we gave the turkeys a pardon. No, because the turkeys are at home waiting. They're gaining a few more pounds. So when we get home, we're going to have Thanksgiving with our
one of them
family
doesn't get
here.
a pardon.
Yeah, one of them will be enjoying.
There's probably that one that was eyeballing the cat, if you guys caught that video.
So, okay, so here's something for some of you guys who are new to raising turkeys, or maybe you're raising turkeys and maybe you didn't know this, but there's a ton of different types of turkeys. There's some of them that are smaller, some of them that are bigger, some of them are better for meat, and I have a variety of them, you know, bourbon red, a blue slate. I have, you know, lots of different ones. And so over the time I found that when you look at the blue slate ones, they are definitely a bigger bird and they are very good. They'll get the meat quicker than a lot of the other ones. And here's the trick. I usually like to eat the blue slate ones, you know, for our meat birds because they're bigger. But I found out that the blue slates drumsticks, because a lot of when you raise your own turkeys, the drumsticks are pretty tough. So it's really good to let them, you know, melt.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
Oh, there's Molly. She's having a lazy day.
Keep going.
So the drumsticks and the round meat, you know, on the blue slates are more tender than the other turkeys.
So there's a little heads up.
So I found that out, and it's so true because last year we had the blue slate for the first time, and so since then I've been raising more of the blue slates, and it was true. I'm like, the drumsticks are much better. They tasted great, so they weren't too tough. So if you're looking at getting meat turkeys, the blue slate is a good one. All right. Look at all the love in here with all the people being married.
I love it. Happy Thanksgiving, you guys. We're so grateful for you guys, and we're thankful for God who gives us our breath that we breathe. He gives us our bounty on our tables. He taught us that sowing and reaping and sowing is a blessing, right? And we got away from that because we put all of our trust and hope in man, and we fell for the lie of Babel. And now we're here to help guide you guys back to the path, right? To the narrow path. Look at that path out there. It's pretty wide, isn't it? A lot of people are on it, but we're going to get you back to this one. We're going to get you out to freedom, food freedom, financial freedom. Man.
And there's so much love everyone. There's a lot of people who got married quick. I've been reading. A lot of you guys just fell in love and just did it, right?
Aww. All right. I did not know if you have a Twitter or not. Yeah, if you guys don't be checking out my Twitter now.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's two underscore off underscore the underscore grid. 2 off the grid. And it's a hot mess over there. So don't, just like our comment section down below these videos, don't you go in those comment sections now. We have a hot mess going on down in there. Any tickets left for the Homesteading Life Conference? Last I noticed, there was 30 left. Yeah, I mean, we're almost out of the Homesteading Life Conference tickets. If you guys want to get a ticket, if you want to come hang out with Stacy and I, we're going to have a great lineup of some cool folks. And, you know, we always have hands-on training. We have workshops. We do butchering and everything right there. No extra special classes. Everything's right there. And, you know, it is a good time and stuff. Plus, you're right there with us, nose to nose. No muzzles. And we have a great time. So I'm going to copy that link for you right now. Put it in the comments section. And you can check that out if you want to. We hope to see you there. And we have a riverboat cruise that's limited seating as well. And we go up and down the riverboat at night. You know, we have a dinner cruise and the sun sets, and they have a live band, and it's a hoot, man. And we have a really good time. Right?
Well, Cal was proposed to in a beautiful park by a waterfall, and they're getting married June of next year after 3 weeks.
Oh, after 3 weeks.
Yes,
Aww.
and Bobby just had their first homegrown ham, and it was amazing, and she didn't know that, but they know how good it is. It was like great. So it's great when you raise it yourself. It's so crazy.
Treat everything about the animal is better. You know how it's grown and everything, and what you fed it. That's a major thing. What you fed it. Looking beautiful today, Doug. Why, thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. It must be the beard and the new shirt. It's my new shirt. Actually, he said you look beautiful.
Yeah, no, he was like, I can't wear this shirt, it's too bright. But I love it. Doesn't he look cute?
It's fine. Can you guys do a full video on how to butcher a rabbit? No, we don't really eat rabbits, so I would hate to butcher one.
Well, you need to come to our conference because Jeremy...
We have one at our conference. Yeah, Jeremy does it.
Jeremy Chambers is just Independence Acres. He comes and he does a whole thing. He talks all about rabbits. Anything you want to know about rabbits. He'll butcher rabbits both days. It's just amazing.
Yep, and it's all hands on. He pulls the skin right off them right there. We got a little rabbit stew going.
Oh, Jim said he's been married 54 years now.
You don't mean to upstage
me. Jim.
Well, I'm not even that old to be married that long yet.
Oh, hi Heidi. Heidi's here from Rain Country. Everyone say hi to Heidi.
Where's Heidi?
Right there. She's a wrench person.
Oh, she's a wrench. Yeah, I was gonna put her on a wrench. I need some help up in here.
How are you?
Comment section.
Heidi's got new grandbabies too.
What's up with the mustache? I've just been lazy. Oh, I'm going to do a video, too, about the Amish and the mustache. So I kind of letting it go a little, too, because I'm going to have a real dramatic thumbnail. Yeah, Heidi at Rain Country. Go show her some love, man. She's like OG Homestead homie. She lives just like us. I mean, she does all of her own natural remedies. She does all of her own stuff.
Go to her channel, Rain Country.
Yeah, Rain Country Homestead.
She's got so much, like tons of videos on anything you want to know.
That's right. They actually do this stuff, too. You know what I mean? Like, there's people
and
out there
they're really doing it.
Don't actually do it. You know what I mean? They're just making videos to capitalize. But there's people really doing this stuff, and those are the ones we're going to tell you about. So if you never hear us mention certain people, that's why.
Oh, here's chapter 3, RV life on the road.
That's us. We're having RV life on the road in the Airstream.
Oh, and then Brenda, if you're watching, we met at Homestead at Homie.
Oh, are you in the park?
Yeah, so hi. She's right down the way right now.
Yeah, LG Homestead. These are my new shirts. So I got a couple new shirts. I got some grays. I got these turquoise.
See, he matches me. I'm rubbing off on him with my jewelry.
But you only wear these, you know, like the dealio with these is you only wear them for like church or special event or something like that, and then I wear my other shirt. So today's dress up day because we're gonna go see the new grandbaby and have her first Thanksgiving dinner with her. We slid in on that one, didn't we? Yeah. So we'll be over there in a minute. We're just running late, Grant. You guys want a good pickup line? You just go up to her and say, "Hey, you know what would look good on you?" If they're in the shopping. She says, "Me." All right, ready?
You're good at those cheesy lines. Oh, hi, farm alarm.
Yeah, there's farm alarm.
Howdy, howdy.
And Henry. How's Henry?
Henry's probably, how old is Henry
He's
now?
probably a freaking linebacker now, isn't he? Just been a while.
Yeah, he's probably like, how tall is he? He must be huge now.
Henry. He's
how old is
on his way to Kansas State. You two have become my favorite channel and living simple and appreciating what we have. Blessings and happy Thanksgiving. Well, we appreciate that.
Oh, he's 8 years in deer hunting. Awesome.
Awesome.
Did he get one this year? Oh, and then if my friend Jody is watching, she got her first deer on the last day of deer hunting. So
right.
Tuesday,
I mean, 2 hours.
By the hair of her chin chin.
She was out there every day. Because she's farm sitting and telling us the stories. It's cold, it's freezing, I'm dying, but I'm going to hang in there. And man, right before the sunset on the last day, she plucked the doe. It was good stuff.
Oh, and then for Henry, she said he's a good shot, though. He hasn't got one yet.
That's good. Grow food, love your family, and help communities. That's it, man. It's God and country. We have to get back to God and country. Now, unpolitically speaking, and not either way Republican or Democrat, because they're both garbage. They're all in the same club, and we ain't in it. And Trump's in the club too. But what they don't like, and I'm just going to tell you guys, the whole hang up with him, is he loves God and country. He wants America to be strong and have a position, and the group thinkers want us to all become global citizens and own nothing and be happy. Okay, and if we don't put our foot down, the way they're brainwashing the younger generation, some of y'all are going to grow up and get older, as me and Stacy are 50 something now. You're going to get to this age and you're not going to like it. So if y'all don't start calling this stuff out and teaching your kids about what's up and getting loud about this nonsense, man, they're straight up changing our way of life around here, and we better protect it. I mean, there are advancements and things you want to do to move the society, and I get it. But they're not doing that. They're doing major psyops changing of the way you do life, right? So you better watch out.
And Trish, congratulations. Let's say a big round of applause for Trish. She got her first egg today.
Yay! The first egg. Isn't that so
it's
good?
So exciting. Oh, and for some of you guys that raise chickens, it's so funny. Sometimes you get these eggs. I got one the other day. It was like, when you get an egg that's really huge, it's like a double yolk. But it was one like an ice cream cone from Dairy Queen. But I've had them where they're kind of bloopy like that. But this was so bloopy and hard. It was hard. It was crazy. It's like this big, and it looks like a rock formation. It's crazy. So I kept it. We haven't eaten it yet.
Yeah, they stripped old God out of the schools, got you not praying, no more Pledge of Allegiance, not learning about how Congress works and how government works. My mom, when she went to school, and right at the tail end of our time at school, you had to know civics and you had to know how the government worked. Ha! Not anymore. See, we let them weed it out on us, and we're paying for that right now.
Okay, Heidi says she still has she's got cabbage.
Hi, bandana grandma.
Oh, hey. And then Heidi has cabbage growing, hoping it'll get big before the very cold spell comes. So just keep watching it, and it can tolerate some pretty cold temperatures, below freezing and all that. And just watch it, and then if it's not big enough, just use what you got. But yeah, then you can make some sauerkraut. Oh, let's see what else. Oh, so Winter Homestead, they sold their house because of us and going off grid.
Well,
Pay off all your debt. Wait, listen.
I know, I read it already,
job.
but I was going to say, it's only good if it works out. Then you could say, Doug and Stacy. But if you guys fall on your face, we don't know nothing about it. I can't wait. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. We're here to thank y'all for being our family. You're like our internet family. It's kind of crazy. We'll be thinking about you guys and all the stuff our country's going through and how you guys are going to handle it. And we're thinking about today, like a lot of people maybe not have any family. I know my oldest son's at home by himself today. So I was thinking about that with you guys, and I was like, man, Stacy, we should have a live show, make sure everyone knows that we're so thankful for them, and we don't just put up an empty post. We want to just spend that time with you guys, answer some questions, hang out and laugh. We like to laugh. What happened to laughing?
Laughter and music is very
It's
important.
good for the soul.
Yes. Turn some music on.
Yep.
It's good. Bandana Grandma has an 11-day-old granddaughter.
Yay! All right. I bet you're going to be knitting her up some stuff.
Oh, yeah. She's going to be the best dressed baby girl, right?
If you guys go to Bandana Grandma's page there, she's a heavy knitter, crocheter.
Oh, I have one of her ponchos,
Yeah,
and she
she
makes
does it
beautiful
up.
gloves. I have her gloves, too. Like, I like the fingerless gloves, and she just makes hats, everything beautiful.
Yeah, the history of Thanksgiving is not what you think. None of your history is what you think. Obviously, you could see by the last couple of years. I mean, come on. The stories we heard growing up as we were kids, they're all true. Like, some of this stuff has been totally tweaked to your brain for your itchy ears, right? It's amazing how we've just gone along with it for so long. And I think with the internet, that's another reason why they're trying to go faster, is because we're waking up, man. Look at this mass awakening. This is awesome. All right. Y'all are just like my kids. Oh, all right then. Did you send us something?
Oh, look at that. Homestead in the Wood, Stacy. I did 2 half-gallons of fire cider after watching you make yours.
Nice. Yeah, you guys should have your garlic going right now. Your garlic and honey, your
garlic.
fire cider, all that stuff. You're going to need to lean on your natural remedies. They jacked everybody up with this jab and then sent them all out. Now look,
So
2 years they jabbed you up. Not, just saying. And now everything's running rampant. The flu's running rampant. You keep talking about the kids. They're using the kids. They always use the kids. So it's going to be the kids having problems. And you guys are going to feel so bad for the kids. And then they're going to put you right back in the muzzle and talk about more shots. And slowly start introducing the passport. I'm telling you. Stay tuned for future videos.
So, and here's the thing, like when we travel now, you never know what's going to happen. So, like, I bring everything. I made a bunch of little quart-sized things of fire cider that I bring with me. I bring my honey garlic, fermented honey garlic, that's with me too. And then here's another one, who knows, we get stuck on the road. So I even bring my sprouting jar with the sprouting seeds, because I can sprout in the dark anywhere and they'll sprout. So then I'll have food, because you never know. I'm always prepared. I bring all my tinctures. I carry everything with me, because you never know. Always to be prepared. The Boy and Girl Scout motto. Always be prepared.
It depends on how much land you have. Someone asked how many sheep you want to start off with. It's, 2 per acre, right? So it depends on how much land you have. And then how you're going to do your breeding, and if you're going to feed a lot of hay. And you have to think all these things in consideration. We have 11 acres. I keep about 5 to 7 ewes. But their offspring is basically food. And then we sell those to pay our taxes. Some of you guys were asking about our taxes. You have a bill of your taxes. Well, sure, we have tax bills, but when you live rural, right? Big tip in the video today for you 1,100 people that showed up. When you live rural, you get rid of these high taxes. Anytime you guys live within the city limits, your taxes are like higher, no matter what, 2%, 5%, or 8% higher than they are outside of the city limits, right? And so that's why they make the cities bigger and bigger, so then they can encompass more money. Right? So the further you live out, if you live on rural land, our taxes, for our example, went from $5,000 plus a year, almost $6,000, down to $400. And we had a big $300,000, $280,000 house on no land, just a little enough to mow the grass and have a little tomato patch. We had a little tomato patch in the backyard. And so it's a big difference, so that's a big thing. We did our first chickens 2 weeks ago. All right.
Isn't it exciting? You know what? I mean, it is so cool because, people have been doing this for so long, and then we've been so like taken away from all this stuff that people did to live and survive and raise their own food. And so now it's like the first time you ever do it, it is so rewarding, isn't? I mean, so rewarding to know that you are empowered enough to feed yourself. I think it's just amazing. Not needless to say, a lot of people might know how to grow a garden, but they may not need to know how to do that. So
just think what she said, like it's a powerful feeling to know that you can provide your food and your water for yourself, but it's also a very powerless feeling to know that you're 100% dependent on the system. So that's one thing we want to try to get in your guys' ear, is to not be 100% dependent on the system. Smash that thumbs up button. That's right, Walterman Homestead. That's my girl right there, the Waltermans. She's our I'm not gonna say nothing about the group. Shh.
Megan. Yeah.
All right. Megan just got her new homestead. So if you guys want to go check them out, they drop some videos here and there. She's super sweet. They help us out on some admin work. And you can see she's a moderator here in the group. And we really are thankful for you, Megan. Honest to goodness. I keep thinking of a way I can like have you to be a virtual assistant or something. So make sure we stay in touch and we'll try to work it out. Okay, I have the off-grid internet solutions figured out. I'm going to have a video coming up pretty soon with my little friend, my family friend. There's a family business. Man, me and Stacy have been through the struggles of internet here on the off-grid homestead. And so I'm pretty good. You know what I mean? Like I've worked it out pretty good. So I'll share that with you guys coming up in a future video. Let's see, what method of preservation would you recommend for people who don't like pickling?
So you mean you don't like the sour taste?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, there's lots of sun.
Yeah.
It's so bright in here. Look at that. What a difference.
What a difference a day makes.
Can you guys see better now? The sun, we're in Las Vegas. It's a very sunny day. It's going to almost get to 70 degrees here.
I know.
It's crazy. Okay. Oh, Angela, she said, I fermented green beans and followed directions even to buy the real start after. It's not supposed to be in the refrigerator when you ferment them.
Yeah, why do you guys keep doing that?
They sit out at room temperature. So when you ferment it, it sets out at room temperature for
until it's done.
10 to 14 days or so. Maybe that's what happened. Okay. Oh, the Wickershire project off-grid. After a year living off-grid, we finally got an indoor working shower. Happy feeling, no more out shower winter washing. Isn't it amazing?
Oh, we know all about that.
You know how that is. The longer you wait for something, it's better and better, and the harder you work for it, the better it is too, right? It's me, Zeke the Pro. They finally caught a live show.
Well, congratulations. Another thing to be thankful for on Thanksgiving. You guys, we're just having a blast hanging out with you guys. I just hate to tell you that. It's amazing how much fun I'm having with this internet stuff, and sharing all this journey with you guys, and making friends along the way, like Gary and Jerry. So thankful for you guys, and all the guys that came up and helped build Mom's log cabin. Thank you again. It's just amazing, man. We're just so thankful. Thank God for the breath that we take, and that we're vertical today, and we got up, and we're moving around, and we have one more day to try to make it right, Try to break this satanic crap going on.
So Julie wants to know, do you have any advice to give a single woman retiring but wants to live off-grid?
Yeah, go for it. Don't let your singleness stop you. Okay?
Do you want to know something? Since we have been traveling,
we've seen a lot of them.
There are so many single ladies that have like they have their little four-wheel drive car and a little bitty camper, and they're all over the place. And if you guys already RV, you probably know this, but there's so many single women, and they have these groups and clubs, and they travel all over the country, and then they meet together all throughout the year. They'll go, if it's cold, they'll go someplace warm, but they have meetups all throughout the year. So if that's another way to be off-grid, if you want to do something like that too.
You can buy they have these Mercedes vans or these other kind of vans, or you could get a camper van. And everything is inside of it. Your shower, your everything. You can go around, try to find the place you want to live and do your thing. You only need, an acre, 2 acres, 3 acres. I mean, if you want to get more, that's fine. And you just have to get your workload together on what you can do with the mindset that you're getting older all the time. So you have to build your homestead smart. You have to set it up smart. You have to only do enough animals where it's not so burdensome, right? A lot of people jump into this stuff and they take on too much stuff and they get burned out and they don't like it.
Yeah, just start small and start adding on. Like if let's say I was a single lady and I didn't have a house, I had a piece of property that I had. Get like a little camper, you could easily do that, live off of that, and then I would have like one raised bed. You could do a 4x8 raised bed, grow a lot out of it for the first year. Maybe get like a little coop or something, have a few chickens, and you could do it. It would be simple.
Our little valley home just got our 2023 Homesteading Live Conference tickets, and we'll see you there.
Yay! Oh, someone
Man, you're in an apartment and you have chickens and a garden. High five. Good job, man. That's what I'm talking about. Be the ungovernable. If you guys live in an apartment, man, talk to the manager. Some apartments, maybe you can squeeze them in. Maybe you can grow some stuff on your balcony. Maybe you just start growing it, and if they come yakking at you, then you make different arrangements then, but you just go for it, right? That's one. I had a buddy of mine who recently passed away. But he had a whole big old garden right on his little back patio, and a back patio like this big. He had every container, and then he started going up.
Right.
And then he had everything in there: tomatoes, peppers, basil. He was growing kale.
Oh, yeah.
All right there on his little back patio in his little senior place right there.
Yep, he did. Oh, J.I. wants to know how to buy the chocolate tea.
You just go to offgridwithdougandstacy.com. I'll leave a link for you. And you guys, if you guys have bought, in the last couple of days, or you are buying right now anything from our store, Doug runs the whole thing, and I'm away from the office right now. So I'll get all your stuff shipped out as soon as we get back home, right? Honest to goodness, y'all. I mean, I'm doing the videos, editing, putting them up, social calendars, speaking events. Then I also run the store. I do all the shipping. Only thing I don't do is like package the stuff. We have the Amish girls come in, they package all the tea, package all the books, and that helps their families out, and then boom. So that's how we do it. So sometimes I'm really fast, but like now we're away from the home, so I'll be a little bit slower.
Oh, the Bits of Green wants to know, do I wish my kitchen was larger in my
house?
Yes. The only thing, and we're working on it, except for the Amish are I'm having him in our kitchen. We have a little table, so I'm going to make an island. So if he's supposed to make me a table, you guys will see it when I get it done. I've been waiting, how long? It's probably been 8 months or more until he can fit it in. But I'm going to do it, and we're going to put some bar stools up in there instead of the chairs. So I think I'll have more, it'll be more functional and give me a little bit more counter space, because that's my only thing. I wish I had a little more counter space in my kitchen where the wood burning stove is. And of course, everybody wants more kitchen space.
And Joyce, you're exactly right? You have to pick your battles. You can't just do everything. So if you have neighbors that have cows, you can barter and get some milk, or you can barter and get some eggs. And then maybe you do the chickens, and maybe they have some stuff that you need. You're doing it exactly right. You don't have to do everything, but you do have to do something. You can never have too much counter space. Yeah, I know.
Oh, sounds like we're in a private jet.
Oh, I turned the air conditioner on. It was starting to get hot in here.
You're getting, it's not really hot. I think he's getting
I'll turn it off. Hold on.
Yeah. Is it Cricket? No. She wants to know, are you too old at 52 and 55 to sell our home and start a homestead? Of course not. We did it when we were older. You can do it. You can do it. You have a dream, you can do it. Believe you can, and you're halfway there.
Oh my gosh, listen to you. You sound so something motivational. We have property, but not for farming.
And Heidi's like, don't ask for permission from the city or county.
That's right. Go for it,
Just
right?
do
Make
it.
them drag you in front of the whole council so you can say, this is so ridiculous. Look how ridiculous this is.
It should not be up to them to decide what you should
That's
do
right.
to make yourself more independent.
That's right.
Yes,
Come on,
go,
Heidi.
Heidi, yes.
Don't get me started.
Oh, here's Southern Rock Junkie. We travel in our teardrop camper off-grid on public lands as much as we can. It is so true. And that's what a lot of the single ladies I've been seeing in the teardrop campers. All over the place. It's crazy. It's like women are all over the world traveling in their campers now.
And just make sure you have some protection with you, right? No joke. Like get yourself a 9mm, get yourself a 45, something you can handle, get yourself some good mace. You know what I'm saying? It's the times, like you always want to be able to defend for yourself, right? The police are always minutes away when seconds count.
That's true. We will always be prepared.
Do you know that longhorn steer that live in the wild grass have only omega-3s, not 6 leaner, but why better? Oh, I couldn't read it fast enough. Doug, I got a 100 ticket for burning wood in my own fireplace here in California.
What?
Yeah, I was hearing about that. You guys get ready. So what they're doing right now is I heard another place too was doing, I think it was in Michigan or something, they're doing these burn bans, right? So what they're doing, they're going to work around you guys, and they're doing burn bans and it's in your own house. They don't want you to have any burn bans because of the environment, not because it's dry outside, not because you could cause a fire, but because of the green team. You guys, I don't think you guys realize the magnitude of the situation we are approaching. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you guys are fully engulfing this whole what's going on. Some of you guys might be, but some of y'all, I don't know. You guys got this, it can't happen here in America stuff, and I'm here to tell you they hate us. There's people up in those offices in D.C., they hate this country. They hate what it stands for. That's why they hate Trump, because they hate it. And they want to knock us backwards. We've been high too long. We've been number one too long, right? It's time to take our gas away from us so we can't be productive and move forward, kind of slow us down back into the old Stone Age. And then they export everything over to the other countries. That's our wealth, right? Because we have to buy our gas, buy our clothes, buy our medicine, buy everything. And that's what they're doing. They're just sending the money here to over all these other places instead of having everything built here, grown here, everything here. That's what they don't want. And then they want you guys on your $500 monthly stipends, right? So you could just barely pay your bills and have a little something and stay home.
And back to Country Homestead, they're building their homestead from the dirt up. It's 55. So
nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you're never too old to start this stuff. You just have to do what's age accordingly, I guess you would say. Just don't think you're that 19 or 20-year-old anymore. Just make sure you're doing things accordingly and building your homestead close together.
Everyone's thankful you turned off the noise.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
Everyone thinks you look strange with your mustache growing too.
Strange?
Well, there's Gabriella. They don't have Thanksgiving Day in the Czech Republic.
Hello from Nova Scotia. Let them meter your water well. Don't let them meter. Yeah, now they're going out and putting meters on your own well. You paid money to have the well installed. It's on your own private property. And now they're coming out and putting meters on your well. Another reason why when Stacy and I went off grid, besides the cost, it was, $40,000 or something with no guarantee to hit water. We're about 500 feet below the ground there with the water. And another reason why we didn't do it is they started a law probably like 15 years ago or something, like right before we got off grid. They started a law in Missouri that all wells had to be registered with the DNR, Department of Natural Resources. And when I heard him say that, man, I just got a bad feeling in my stomach, and I just thought, I'm going to register my well? And they claim it's because people were putting in bad wells and blah, blah, blah. And that's the other trick bag we get into, right? If you don't do your homework and you get ripped off and then you go crying to government, well, then government's just going to start having a heavier hand, and they're just going to, pick their little winners and losers, and then that's where we're going to be. You got to learn how to take your lumps. If you don't do your homework, stupid should hurt. Okay? Don't look for everyone else to save you from it, right? If you didn't wipe off the teat and you drank that milk and got sick, now nobody can buy milk from the teat. You see how that works? So come on. Whew. Got to have a little more our own self-responsibility. Klaus wants us to own nothing and be happy. Yeah. The one thing I've learned in the last few years, the Lord Jesus Christ is our only hope. But he doesn't tell you to just stay on your duff, right? He doesn't tell you not to do anything. He tells you to trade your cloak for a sword. He tells you to get out there and do battle with the enemy. So we got to do stuff, right? He told us to come out of Egypt. He didn't make it comfortable for them in Egypt. He said, get out of there. So everything, all your blessings, all right, have to come with action. They have to have something attached to them. You have to move. You have to help make it work, right? We have the seed in our hand. That's a blessing of food. But we have to actually plant it, water it, nurture it, weed it, take care of it. And then that is going to give us blessings and blessings and blessings. See?
Way to go.
I have to move off the couch? Man, I have to sit on the couch. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Yesterday they shut off our water and our heat by forced hot water, and we don't have
what?
Heat 8 hours yesterday. That will wake you up. No warning. It's cold in New Hampshire.
Wow.
Yesterday they shut our water off and we heat by forced hot water. So we didn't have water to heat for 8 hours.
It's cold up there now.
And then you have the President of the United States right up out of his own mouth saying, I'm done with gas. We're not allowing any more gas. I'm done with coal. We're not allowing no more coal. Out of his own mouth, he just said it. Just
and then
like
we're
2 weeks
driving
ago.
here, and then you just see coal, like truck, the train.
There's transporting all of our
train.
coal over to China and all these other places, y'all. It's sickening what's going on right now. I don't know if you follow the Codex, right, where they keep all the metals, the platinum, the silver, and the gold, God's money. But these guys are draining that stuff. All these central bankers are buying up the gold reserves so they can put it into their. They're going to this digital currency. Man, there's so much on the horizon right now. We just got to keep our eyes open and stay vigilant, y'all. Cows are disappearing by the thousands. I've heard that actually too. I'm new to your channel from Ontario, Canada. What's up, my crooked little homestead? I know Doug is not Amish. It was a joke. Bandana Grandma is always dropping the jokes. That's another thing, boy. Everybody's so uptight. Man, you guys got to laugh a little bit, have some fun. So uptight. All biblical.
It says here, Smallback Farm, Garden Plot. Hi from England. We now have to let them know if we keep chickens. Also, I'm renting and have been told I'm not allowed to use the log fire.
Well, sometimes those renter guys, they don't want you burning their place down because, people are stupid. I mean, see, that's what happens, right? It's just, you can't even do anything anymore with common sense attached to it. It's just like people just can't even figure it out. They're stocking up their underground bases with supplies. Hello from Wintersville. Just remember, if you love the Lord with all your heart, with all your soul.
Heidi's on fire too. Stupid people ruin it for everyone else.
That's it. And you guys, I don't know if you noticed or anything, but that's who they're using. I mean, they got these in the masses. These people walking around. And they jump in your face. Don't you guys remember for 2 years all that stuff we went through? People yelling in your face. Why don't you have a mask? It's so ridiculous, right? Like for all that time on the planes, you would stand in there in the lines with the planes, get on the planes, and all. We've been almost 2 years, year and a half. We've been flying nothing, and not a problem in the world. No problems. And here they come again. I was just tweeted the other day. I was like, missing person alert. Where's Dr. Fauci? And then, boom, he comes on the TV right away. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, my gosh. All right.
There's a lot of people first time seeing it live. So
Oh,
welcome new people.
See, it was a
watching
good
live.
idea. That was my idea I had. Come on for a live happy Thanksgiving. Florissant, Missouri. I grew up on Powder Shell. I grew up on Melanthie. I went to Hazelwood Central. My first job was at the Schnooks there on Powder Shell. Yeah. Diesel's still super high. Man, the diesel price is like almost $2 a gallon higher. Guess what they do with all that diesel fuel? Bring you all your supplies. Guess why your supplies cost more? Because they're jerking around with the fuel, right? Diesel fuel, if you didn't know, is the least refined fuel. It's actually like a fall off of refining the regular unleaded. So there's regular unleaded out there. There should be plenty of diesel fuel, but there's not. And they're depleting the strategic supply. More on that later.
And welcome from the Netherlands, Krista.
Hey, hey. Do y'all ever come to events in Oklahoma? Yes, we do. Stay tuned for 2023. And if you guys ever want to know where we're going or what we're doing, just go to offgridwithdougandstacy.com and hit the events tab. We put up a whole tab just so you know where we are when we are. Aloha. You guys want to know about the aloha? I'm going to tell you about the aloha thing real quick. You know, everybody's been doing this for so long, right? Aloha.
So if you guys
aloha.
have heard the story, just bear with him.
All right, so there was a king in Hawaii.
We don't
I'm not going to give you all these super particulars, but this is the gist of it. They had a big fire at the church. The church burned to the ground, and all the natives, even from the other islands, all came to his island to help rebuild the church. And while he was outside welcoming all of the people to come, he was waving to them, right? He was just waving. Well, he had 3 fingers cut off from an accident.
So that's where that came from.
So he's just waving, thank you for coming, thank you for coming. So now everyone's doing this. Hang tight, man. Hang loose, man. Hang loose. See that? They even have an emoji for it. And that's all it is. It was a guy who had 3 fingers cut off.
He was a king.
Who had 3 fingers cut off, who was just waving to people like he would if he had all of his fingers. But now that's like the thing. When I heard that story, I almost fell over. I could not even believe it.
And we were actually in Hawaii with our son that had the baby now.
Polynesian. We were at the Polynesian village.
No, what? No, it has a different name. What was it called?
Yeah, it's the Polynesian.
Yeah, I know, but it's a what is it name in Hawaii? A Polynesian Cultural Center. That's
okay then.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, our buddy Zach over there at American Homestead sells the shirt "Stupid Should Hurt," but actually, we have a shirt that says "I do not cower well," and you can get that at Off Grid with Doug and Stacy as well. I do not cower well, and it's been a really good selling T-shirt, a good thing to stand behind, and you know, I like it. And there's the link if you want to get it. I do not cower well. We have some other cool T-shirts as well. Hello, Doug and Stacy. Love the chocolate tea. Have it old or more. Love you from New Mexico.
I love New Mexico.
Shaka.
That's where I got my hat. You guys like my leather hat? I think. Where did I get it? I got it at not the teepee.
No, I don't
but it was.
remember.
I got it at a store in New Mexico.
What about all those people being put in the end? What does it say? What about all those people being put in the end of the live programs? They learn nothing from the death squads, right? Oh, that's, you know, we already have our line in the sand, y'all. Like me and Stacy, we don't get on no buses. We don't get on no trains. We don't get on no government transportation to any special place. Our line in the sand is the homestead. That's it. Right? And my line in the sand too is my body. You're not injecting shit in me.
Oh!
Now, I'm telling you straight, no thank you. Right? I'm old enough to remember Alka-Seltzer helped with the flu and cold, and it was also for people with immune system problems, right? Compromised immune systems. I have a great immune system. I don't need none of that stuff. And so you guys got to draw your own line in the sand. I mean, I'll go down all the way on it, all the way, totally committed, 100%.
So Kathy wants to know what we eat when we're away from the homestead. That's why we're in our RV now,
Right.
and we bring our own food.
Right.
Like
we have kombuchas, we have Brussels sprouts, we brought beef, we brought lamb, we brought everything from the garden.
All my ferments. I have everything here. Like I got mustard, and ketchup. I got my sauerkraut. I just try to bring everything with us. Everything.
If we buy anything
my
out,
ghee.
Always search super organic, right? Go for your organic stuff, or you could find a lot of these places. They have farmers markets all the time. You can find farmers markets in your neighborhood or when you're traveling about. Just hit all those is the best. Aldi's is a pretty good resource for organic food.
So here's another thing. If you guys are traveling, let's say you're not going to bring all this stuff, you can. It's so simple. If you're driving, don't go to a restaurant. Stop at a grocery store. I mean, and you can get food there and make up, you can make a salad. You can get some sardines to put in your salad. Just maybe bring some Tupperware bowls and you can or I do mason jars. I layer it. I'll put my, organic greens. And then, I mean, you can get even like the broccoli saw, organic broccoli saw. I'm just trying to, help you if you're out traveling. You put that on, get a little cheese, some feta cheese. If you want to put some organic tomatoes or whatever. And then your dressing, you can even maybe carry your homemade salad dressing, and I just shake it up in there. You can put some nuts in there, and you just shake it, and then eat it out like with a fork. And that's how I travel. I mean, I have my mason jars, and we'll carry our salads with us if we're going to be gone for a day or so, or just we go to the store, or we'll go someplace. Like if I'll find a Sprouts or Whole Foods or something like that, we're out, and if we're like don't have any food around, I'll get like organic chicken. Can save that, make my little salad, and then there you go. So there's ways around stuff. You always have a grocery store somewhere. Or just fast and just drink water.
Yeah, because hungry people.
What are you doing? What?
I mean, y'all, they got sayings. They literally, these elites are saying like hungry people work harder.
Oh,
right?
That's true.
And then you notice
they are saying
you notice all the food is being backed off. Right? Like, they're not ordering. I've been telling you guys, like, they used to order these 18-wheelers with the food. The guy drove for the second largest organic food place that distributes food to the stores. And he's telling you, right? Like, the stores, the boxes that they used to deliver, the 18-wheelers, the box back there, packed to the, he used to get on his tippy toes. And now they're halfway at his waist. So they're ordering less and less food in.
So Chapter 3 RV wants to know, is our RV off-grid solar? Yeah, I guess solar. Our RV, right?
Yeah, this RV is solar, yeah. That's why I was saying this is a good leap off if you guys get an RV, because you can learn how to manage your life off-grid before you get into a house, so you don't get there and you don't have an adequate system to curtail your needs, and you haven't made any adjustments yet.
Yeah, I'll have to say, being in this RV, just because of how we live, I know I'm already watching my water and all that. So when we're boondocking, we're not plugged into anything. It's so simple. I mean, really, you really learn living like we do, how much water you have, just about your energy that you use, about composting your stuff. I mean, it's just amazing. And so this is like pie and cake for us. You know what I mean? There's really nothing to get used to.
Fasting is awesome. That's another problem, right? The food pyramid was a lie. They got you shoving food in your face 3-4 times a day, snacking through all out the day. And that's one of the problems with America and our freaking health, right? Is this just not, that's why everyone is so messed up. And then they're capitalizing on your weak immune systems with this weaponized flu crap. Yeah, don't get me started, man. This is about control. And they're coming back at it, right? They're going to use this feel-goody stuff, this flu and all this stuff that, somebody passes away, they're going to use that on you. I mean, come on. Those people would have passed away anyway. They're compromised. They would have died. Any flu would have got them, would have killed them. It happens every year. The flu runs wild. They didn't talk about it for 2 years. No flu numbers. Now we're circling back around, and all you guys are hearing about now is the flu, and then COVID-19. Flu, COVID-19. Can't you guys see it?
Oh, Lori says her husband hates vegetables, won't do fermented anything, and she made the salsa out of the garden, and he loves it, and he doesn't know.
You got to ease them into it.
Well, no, they don't know.
I know, you got to ease them into it.
Yeah, don't tell them what it is.
That's right. That's a perfect example of not liking something new. Sometimes we're very hardcore to change. You know what I mean? Change is good. Like, you know, it's good to change from steam engines maybe to petro, right? But it was a natural kind of progression. To have it shoved down your face and in your neck and all, that's not going to be good. It's not going to end good, and it's not going to be good. So if it was good, it would be good on its own. The food chart in the 70s was designed by the sugar fountain. I mean, come on, are you serious? Right?
You just always, you know, when anything, you follow the money, follow the money.
Don't eat fats. Eat our canola oil. I mean, that's put a whole generation sickness.
Yep. No, it's just terrible. You know, the way we ate a few hundred years ago is how we should be eating. Good saturated fats, you know, your duck fat, your beef tallow, your the ghee, you know, butter, all those things, coconut oil, all those good saturated fats are what our brain needs. Your brain is cholesterol or fat, and it's water. So you need to be getting that in your diet every single day.
And they're tricking these kids into going vegan and all this vegan stuff. You guys just do your homework. We don't make this stuff up. Don't let them convince you, right? Like that vegan life is not good for your whole entire body. There's a book called Eat for Your Blood Type. Check it out. Go get that book on Amazon or wherever you get your books, and check it out.
And then Jeremy says, a few days ago, my 9-year-old sees ramen noodles in the store and says, well, that's a poisonous cocktail of death.
Good.
That's what I say. Chemical cocktail death.
That's right.
Good job.
Good way to train them in. Train them in young.
Yep.
All right, you guys, we're going to have to boogie. We got to go to see Arlette.
And she's in a happy mood today.
And she's like so long. What did they say?
Beautiful.
Like 75%?
No, she's like 85 percentile of her for her height. She's going to be a little... She's not a string bean. She's really tall. She's so cute.
Yeah, she is. All right, you guys. So we really do, seriously, in all seriousness, you know, I know we just know each other here on the internet and everything, but we really do appreciate you guys, right? And our whole heart's content and everything that we're geared to do, everything we're doing here is just to help you, you know, move your needle. Right? It's just to help you. We've already been there. We took the bruises. We learned the hard way. You know, we did it all hands-on. No one coaching us every little move like we're trying to do with you guys. So we just want to try to help you guys break free from the system. Use the system, right? Only when you need it or to your advantage. But don't be in that system so much where it's using you, right? Where it's taking your life force away, right? That's just our big message for today. Just be thankful for everything you have. You have so much blessings. You guys have the ability to tune into a show like this and glean from it and learn so you can actually move to where you want to do. You see people that have actually done this and that are thriving, not just surviving. And so that should really help you. And that's why we do this.
And there's so many people that are doing this. Like when we were on the road, we got off like at a stop.
Yeah, just a
there
stop.
Was a family.
Yeah.
She had all her kids and everyone. So hi.
Hey, is that Doug and Stacy? Oh my gosh.
And they were moving from Arizona to Missouri.
Yeah, right now, right then.
Now. Yeah,
they had their stuff packed
The husband, they had a couple trucks, and then she had the kids in another car, and they were all driving. They took all their stuff, and they're totally changing and moving and starting a homestead. So, you know what I mean? Now's the time if that's what you want to do.
That's it, man. You guys hug your family today, right? Open up the conversations while you guys are eating and hanging out, right? Let's talk about it. Don't be shutting up anymore. I know there's a famous saying from way back in the day. You know what it says? It says, if we don't talk about politics, we're going to be ruled by lesser men. Okay? So we have to talk about it. Don't talk about religion and politics. I used to kind of think that way, right? Because it was such a friction issues, right? Politics and religion. But then now, because of all this stuff going on, I'm thinking about it in a different way. I'm thinking, did they put that out there to keep us from talking about politics and religion? So we're ruled by lesser men? Man, that's been on my heart lately. All right, you guys. So we're thankful for you guys.
Yes, we are. So you guys have a beautiful day, and we will see you very soon.
It's all about friends and family and God and country.
And connections and community.
That's right. And stop staying 6 feet apart. Embrace one another, and let's get through this. Get your immune systems built up so they can't lord over you, right? This is an all new territory, okay? If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button on the way out. If you missed our live show, this is a pre-recorded message, and we're thankful for you too.